Two. It's summertime, baby, at the Tu-Vie podcast. Welcome back to the Tu-Vie podcast, your TV movie entertainment needs podcast. I am, of course, your host, James. Sitting with me, as always, is Colin. How you doing, bud? My co-host. How you doing? How you doing, bud?
Wrong energy.
Wrong energy. What do you mean?
No. Oh my
Wait,
god.
what was that? Was that your Wish PlayStation 5 that telling you
No,
the
there was a
Bluetooth connected?
disturbance in the
Oh,
force. Anyway,
okay.
yeah, no, I'm doing very well.
Good.
I am ready. I have a lot of energy.
Good.
We are gonna have some fun.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. And sitting with us is Cameron. How you doing, bud?
I'm living, my
That's
sleep
a good one.
schedule is probably the worst it's ever been.
Yeah.
You want to know when I woke up today?
Love to.
What?
An hour ago.
An
For
hour
those
before we recorded,
listening,
right?
it is 4:33 p.m.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
let's hear
bad.
him out. What were you doing last night?
Probably working.
No, I just
Oh.
so like this new job has me usually leaving around 2 a.m.
Mm.
and then I just kind of like detox. Actually, last night I was watching Good Will Hunting again. Good movie.
Great movie.
Like I was just like, I need to put something on, just something at like white
Something
noise to
feel
fall
good,
asleep.
you know.
Yeah, just like around it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, I need to fall asleep. Let me put something on in the background. Turns out that movie is, I mean, I've already seen it before, but like
It hooks you.
it hooks me, and then
Yeah.
before I knew it, it was 6 a.m.
They got that Magic Kingdom sleep schedule, man.
Who wants to
Yeah,
hear a hot take?
yeah.
Oversleeping?
No. Good
Oh.
Will Hunting.
Oh.
I'm not too crazy about that movie.
Ooh.
I think I
I
think
know.
Why?
even I think even the hey, you like apples? How do you like them apples? I think
That's
that
not
line is
A,
so
that's not the
dumb.
line. That's A. He doesn't
So
say
dumb.
how do you like them apples twice. He just says, do you like apples? And then dang. I
Who
got a
cares?
number. How do you like them apples?
Yeah.
What kind of normal, rational person would ever entertain a conversation like
That's
that
how
where
I've
you're
actually
like
made points in
disturbing them through like a
conversations.
window where you're like knocking, you're like, hey, hey,
Yeah.
like your thing isn't like, oh, hey man, how you doing? You know, and he goes like, hey, I got a question for you. Hey, do you like apples? And
Halfway through, it's not like you're
yeah,
quoting that
I
what are
guess.
those
I don't
vine?
know. I don't care. I think that movie is fine. I don't how and I'm glad Matt Damon and Ben Affleck won an Oscar at such a young age, but as a
Mm-hmm.
movie,
Oh yeah,
I
that was deeply upsetting when I Googled like how old were they when they made that, and I was like, hmm,
They won an Oscar for that, right? They
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I just
That's
said that.
impressive. First script, first buddy flick, and you're just getting the golden award from the get go. I feel like that'd be kind of cool, man. How old
I
are
think
they?
we should
They
write a
were like,
screenplay for Good Will Hunting too.
well,
I think they
no,
said like on some red carpet that somebody like tried to pitch that to them.
yeah, no. And plus, didn't Jay and Silent Bob do a joke about that in one of their
Yeah,
movies?
yeah. They
It was
they have
Strikes
like
Back.
the bar scene where he's like, man, smart. Like
It
he's
was the bar
just
scene.
yeah, it was the bar scene, but like part two, and then it like turns into like a full blown fight scene. It's great.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. They were like, yeah, it's more of like the meaning of being in a Boston, bar rather than anything else we wrote about that movie.
Yeah.
That was strictly it. I thought that was great. But yes, we're doing our summer hits. Past that little detour, we're doing our summer hits. It's been almost a year since we recorded our last summer hits con. That's weirdly enough our most successful episode. I don't know
And within
why.
that time, we had a baby,
We
Cameron.
did. Yeah.
I
I just picked him up on the streets of Florida and brought him
I
back.
was I was a lost puppy
You were sitting there macking on some what was
sitting
it?
there.
You were
Hot
completely
Cheetos.
useless until we found you.
Eating on
Yeah.
some garlic parm wings.
Oh, don't remind me.
Hi, there was
Don't
some
don't make
killer
me
wing.
go. Don't make me buy a plane ticket to Florida. I will do it.
There's a chance they may not come back. So for those who may
When do
not
they
get that,
start?
they start in
Including
June.
me.
You were there, Colin. If for food and wine last year, there was this really great place called the Brewing where I had some
Oh
amazing chicken wings. You had
yeah.
that with us. Yeah, it was right after we
Yeah,
wrote
yeah, yeah.
Guardians. It's the same place we ate inside after we got those fries. The fry flight.
Mhm.
That place was great. Cameron, every time he came to the park, though, he'd always get garlic parm wings, no matter what he did or what time it was,
Single day.
every single time. He had probably well over 100 wings.
Oh,
Your
easy.
diet must have been
Well,
terrible.
oh, it was so bad. But I was walking around so much and
Mhm.
like working so hard that it kind of balanced out.
Yeah,
So
no, for every 1,000 step was like 30 wings.
yeah.
It was easy. It's an easy way to calculate that. 6-hour shift.
I mean, you try working at Cosmic Rays like one shift and you'll yeah.
Fun
It's
fact
just
for those who may not know, Cosmic Rays in Walt Disney World Resort in Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, is the #1 busiest quick service restaurant in the world.
and I worked there
And you
for
worked
like
there
6 weeks after they let me go from after Food and Wine ended. And
Yeah.
it was
It was all right.
terrible.
It was
It
all right.
was a nightmare.
It was okay. You're being over dramatic.
You didn't work at Cosmic Rays. You don't know.
No,
You
I
don't know
remember
the
talking
things
to
I've seen.
I remember
How
talking to
many
Ricky and other people that
people
worked
yelled
there.
at me.
Yeah, it's bad. I also heard like a month after we left, it caught what's his name? I always said it was Cosmic Ray. What's his name? What's the performer's name?
Sunny
Sunny
Eclipse.
Sunny. Yeah, he caught fire. He started smoking during. he like smoked and just stopped working. And I
Let
remember
me just
hearing
say,
this.
I'm so happy I wasn't working there while he was operational because he would have driven me insane.
That's right.
I like would have like tried to sneak a baseball bat in and beat him to death.
And I also didn't know until I saw your review on Letterboxd of Lilo and Stitch that was the break room was the ride for Stitch.
The old Stitch like
I didn't know that.
experience there is
Yeah.
one of the break rooms for there, which is super weird.
I heard it's coming
like-
back though.
No
No,
way. No.
I don't know. Hopefully,
It is like it is a no shape for them to like fix. Like
That's true. I was thinking
It's
they just do a
just like-
rehaul.
it's so weird to see a part of Disney World that's like
Only for you,
Third-
because only you remember it, right?
not
Were
only
you
not
there?
only for me, but like it's a thing that was like a ride where people were, and it's fully abandoned. Like there's so much like dust and
Mm.
like trash everywhere.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
yeah. It's eerie. It's kind of
it's
eerie.
really eerie.
Yeah.
I get why all those people try to do like Disney urban exploring and stuff.
Mm.
It's like this is very
pretty cool. It's kind of like
Yeah, it is
it's like
cool.
it's like it feels like you're like Indiana Jones going back through time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except everything
Speaking
cool
of
about it.
Indiana Jones.
Well,
Is that this summer?
it does come out this summer. And that does go into that. But there, one thing, the Brew Wing place we're talking about, Colin,
Yes.
it may not come back. There's a lot of places in Food and Wine that don't come back each year. I mean, what's that one place? Flavors from Fire always comes back because of the swine brine. That's a success. Fry Basket's coming
So
back.
weird.
That I heard Fry Basket's coming back. There's a chance whatever we went though with Colin, it may not come back. So the one time you went may be that one time for everything there.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of makes you feel
That's sad.
exclusive.
Even though I haven't had much of a connection, I still am a little bit bummed
Well,
out.
you went there
I don't know
4
why.
days in a row. I feel like maybe for your birthday, there's some kind of connection, emotional connection.
Wow, we were there for 4 days?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
That important to you. But what was the other place? If Swanky doesn't come back, I'm gonna riot. That and Brew. You didn't care?
Yeah.
The pork shoulder wrap was insane.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, we are doing our summer hits. Summer's around the corner. We got our top 5 summer hits ready to go, right? It's not just me.
Yeah, I
got
got
Colin,
ready to
you
go.
read the group chat this time?
I got a note
I did.
app.
We all got that. So before we actually go in for the actual top 5, I wanted to go over some things that just came out today about the summer movies that are coming out. So tomorrow we have the new TMNT movie dropping its trailers. Today's Tuesday.
It's already out. I've seen it.
I know.
It's not officially out, but
I
it's
know.
out.
Someone got it on TikTok and they posted it, and I couldn't stop watching it. But it's great. It looks great. Colin, if you haven't seen it yet, don't go on TikTok. Kind of wait for the excitement to be tomorrow. But it looks really good. I feel like this could be the best TMNT movie in a long time. Thoughts?
If not ever.
If not ever. If definitely not ever. I kind of like Jackie Chan as Splinter. It sounded good, but it also is kind of weird because it's the second role that I can think of. Second role where he is an old master teaching 4 younger students about what it means to be a ninja in the span of 6 years. He's done
Like
that
the
twice.
turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
Well, he was, yeah, but I'm talking about the Ninjago movie and now this movie.
I
Did no one
constantly
remember
forget
that he
Ninjago
was
movie.
Sensei Wu in the Ninjago movie?
I just forgot that movie ever
I never
happened.
saw the Ninjago.
I never
movie.
saw it either, but he was casted.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dave Franco was Lloyd. Kumail
Lloyd.
Nanjiani was Jay.
Lloyd?
Yeah.
It's Lloyd, your son.
I don't know. Dave Franco, he did pretty good at that. I think.
No,
I,
that
don't know. I
was
never saw
great.
it, so I'm assuming here.
I love that line in the trailer where he goes, "You ruined my life," and he goes, "That's not true. I wasn't even there. How could I ruin it?"
That's a deadbeat dad's great response there. But that's for
I
sure.
gotta use that one day. Yeah. I need to become a deadbeat father. That's my dream.
Check. You know, once you get done, be like, all right, see you, kid. Never hear
All
from me
those
again.
deadbeat fathers in the theater watching the
He's like,
trailer,
"That's a
they're like,
great
"Thank
line."
you, someone gets it."
Finally,
Man,
someone said it.
He's like, it's like when you're in the shower and you think of a good argument you should have said something 5 years ago. He's just in the theater going, "Damn, that was a killer." And as well as 2 new actors confirmed for the Spider-Verse movie, which is Andy Samberg, who we all know as Jake.
How do you feel about that?
Well, he plays Scarlet Spider as
Very
Ben
good.
Reilly. I'm feeling great about that. It's one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite Spider-Man. And then the second act, hold on, I have my notes page, lost it. And then we also have Amanda Stenberg as Spider-Bite, who is Rue. No, not Rue. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, hold on. I think I'm wrong about that.
Yeah, she was rude.
She was Rue. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she was Rue in the Hunger Games movie and as well as that one movie that came out.
Wait, is
She
Rue
was in Bodies
the
last year.
That's what it was.
Bodies.
is Rue the black girl that that was being protected by Katniss in the first
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, the one
Okay.
that died
gets
in a very
murdered.
sad, tragic death. How do you feel about that first movie? You guys like that one?
I rewatched Hunger Games a little while ago. I think the first one is good, but like some of the direction is weird. It's like it's too shaky cam on
And
the
very
action
weird
part.
editing too.
But I will stand by this till the end of time. Catching Fire is the peak of the youth, like the young adult dystopian genre. That movie is really good.
Yeah, I mean, Catching Fire, I think is the
Catching
best
Fire-
Hunger Games one. But
Ooh.
what was the? Collins, dude.
I'm
what?
gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice.
You hate the.
Hey, no, I
This is what a podcast
came
for. You
on
know,
and-
lay your
and-
thoughts
and
out.
Started. I
It's
came
just
on
that
and dogging Zack Snyder, so it's only fair.
It's just I'm not a fan of young adult genre, so that's why like I can't
I
really
could
connect
have.
with
No,
it
Colin,
too
you
much.
told me your favorite movie was Divergent. I remember you told
Oh
me
yeah.
this.
Oh, how could I forget? And also, by the way, thank you for like gaslighting. But,
No, I'm not
you know,
gaslighting. No, you called me after you went to go see the movie. You go, dude, this is the best movie ever. I don't think anything will ever top. I remember you saying that. You said your
I
favorite
remember
character
the
was Theo
era.
James's 4.
I remember the era of the Amazing Spider-Man 2 rumor mill before the movie came out, and I was a little obsessed with Shailene Woodley
Because
she
your
was
favorite movie was Divergent. We get this. Like it was connected.
Yeah, that's why. And like she was supposed to play Mary Jane, so when I saw her on the poster, I was like, "Oh, hey, that looks pretty cool." And then
She was on the No, she was not on the poster.
yeah, Shailene Woodley was the main chick from Divergent.
No. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the Amazing Spider-Man 2 poster.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, there's no way they didn't get some kind of lawsuit for that or something. Because if everyone's freaking out Ana de Armas in yesterday, imagine this in Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was a weird lawsuit.
But long story short, the
Divergent's your favorite
Divergent
movie.
movies are incredible, and let's restore the Divergent
The
universe.
Diverge verse.
The Diverge verse.
I think that would have been my top 5 if this podcast was out years ago. That definitely is Divergent, Insurgent, Convergent. What was it? What were they? I remember reading the books. Insurgent. Yeah, I gave up.
Insurgent.
Yeah, no, those movies were weird. All right, Cameron, we're gonna kick you off with the top 5. We're gonna go from 5 to 1. So lay it out.
All right. Let me pull it up real fast.
I thought you had it right. My bad.
All right. At number 5, I have, this is because I'm a parks nerd. Haunted Mansion. Really excited for that.
That looks really good.
Looks great.
I'm
It
really
looks
excited. It's got
really
a
good.
great cast. I love Lakeith Stanfield. I
Mm.
love Owen Wilson. I love Danny DeVito. And I
Say
love
the
the
deets.
ride it's based on. And it seems to be like emulating it well.
Mm-hmm.
Really
One of the
excited.
few movies to rides to movie adaptations I've enjoyed.
Yeah.
Only the second one, I think.
It was a very enjoyable trailer. I was really surprised because I never saw anything about it. I heard that Disney was like making another one, and I mean, when you hear that something like that, you're like,
After the success of Jungle Cruise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You mean the Mummy 4? But
Yeah.
I was watching what movie were we seeing? It was Guardians 3. Me and my girlfriend, we were watching the trailers, and we're like adding movies to our list. And when Haunted Mansion popped up, I was like, what is, and then when it had that long camera thing, I was like, where is this going?
Oh,
This
yeah.
looks very
That's a good one.
fun. And it just kept on ramping up and up and up, and I'm like, I gotta see this movie. Like, I
Yeah.
was never a fan of the first Haunted Mansion. I mean, maybe when I was little, but like, it's, I was,
The,
it was
the old one or the one with Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
It was okay. I didn't care that much. I don't think it's a terrible movie, but it's not really something I'd rewatch. But the Haunted Mansion movie looks really good. So I'm that looks, that's it.
All right.
Goodbye.
And also,
Period.
I just love horror comedies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite genres. And I'm very interested to see how Disney makes a horror comedy, But
Interesting for sure. It's more scary than it is comedy. And I think that's what this movie does right.
Yeah.
It's scary for what this movie is. Not like, boogly boogly. It's kind of like that level of scary.
It's not barbarian scary.
No, nothing will be that scary. You both are weird with that movie. I hated it.
It's really good.
No, it's great.
It's
I'm not
so
saying it's
fun.
anything wrong. I'm not saying it's the world's worst movie ever, but it scared the soul out of me. I
It
left
had one scare that got me, that really got me.
Which one was it?
It was Bill Skarsgård's death. I was packing.
Yeah.
I was packing, and like
you go to the trip to Disney World.
Yeah, to go to the trip to Disney World. So I had it on in the background.
That same night.
It was day. And I mean, I was still watching it. I was still like, so I wasn't like I was distracted or I was putting it on so I wouldn't be scared. But I was waiting for some whatever background context. Anyway, the scare was the sound like of the dun, 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 dun. Like it really, I was like, whoa, like
Just
it's really, like this sound design in horror movies will get me more than jump scares.
Kind of plays on the whole Spielberg in your head thing rather than seeing it. I feel like that's what
who
makes it scarier.
He played the Jew killer in Inglourious Basterds. Who's the actor name? He went on to do like horror.
Christoph, no.
Eli Roth.
Eli Roth.
Yeah.
Eli Roth had a really great quote about watching horror movies where it's like, you shouldn't cover your eyes, you cover your ears so you won't get scared.
I did
That's the
both.
key to it.
I did both when I was
you-
watching that movie.
You did both.
He
Actually,
started,
I'm
like playing
stupid.
music.
I put my headphones in. I couldn't handle it. I wasn't doing that part, but I was like, I can't take it. It was way too weird for me. It was I don't know. I probably gonna rewatch it again.
For my
like
birthday
the
this
ending.
year, me and my friends, we went to Branson, Missouri, which is, fun fact, the worst place on earth. I love it. It's terrible. I love it.
You market it perfectly.
Yeah, it's a garbage place for garbage people, and I feel at home there. And
Missouri. It's a shithole. Come visit.
yes. But like we stayed in an Airbnb, and then whenever, like, one night we were all like, it was my 21st birthday, so we were all pretty drunk. So we were like, man, we should like watch a movie. And I was like, hey, we're in an Airbnb. You know what we should watch?
Oh,
Barbarian.
yeah, no, that'd be perfect. Isn't that the anagram of the movie that someone made on TikTok? That, like, you can take the words of barbarian and you put it.
Yeah, I think you can.
What is that?
Yeah, you
What do you-
can.
anagram is like when you switch
can
the letters
fit-
around. To
Well,
make
no,
it-
I know
fit-
that. I meant like for barbarian.
Oh,
You
Airbnb.
fit Airbnb into Barbarian.
Because spoilers past that, actually, in the movie, she goes and they double book the Airbnb.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a
Okay.
good time. Anyway, good movie. Anyway,
Yeah.
let me get on my
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Hold on.
wait. There's
Happy birthday.
turns to this, Cameron.
Oh, we're
slow your
taking
roll. We're taking
turns.
turns.
I
Going
see.
around the horn.
I
Come on.
see.
Okay, my fifth anticipated summer movie is Oppenheimer. I am really excited for Oppenheimer. I have been just obsessively waiting for trailer after trailer and more information about it. I think we could all agree that the teasers that we have been getting are it's really fun, and I just I mean, come on, it's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
It's the same way with Wes Anderson and Quentin Tarantino. Whenever a movie comes out, it's an event. We're all there to have fun. It could be bad, it could be good, but like it's from a director we all know.
Yeah.
And we all can collectively like go and participate and watch it. And plus the story of Oppenheimer, it really fits well with Christopher Nolan's filmography, if that makes sense, where it just really falls in line with like the kind of films like he would want to make. And what better way than to cinematically tell the story of Oppenheimer through like the good and the awful, and highlighting his distressive history of creating a world killer. So I'm really excited for that movie.
well
I
said.
think it's going to be incredible. And that's why it's on the fifth list, and you will see why when we start going up, why it's the bottom, but it doesn't mean that it's my least favorite.
I think the movies that are coming out, we're not like hating on them. It's just the level of importance, I think. So for my number 5, it's actually Indiana Jones. I know it's kind of low in that number 5, but it's mainly because I'm still hurt from Crystal Skull. That movie was damaging. And I feel like both it should have
But it has
ended.
such a good message about knowledge.
Okay. It has a very weird feeling where it's like the Last Crusade is like the best way to end it, riding off into the sunset with the credits rolling. It felt great. It's like a great way to leave it. And then they kind of pull it back out of the dead for Crystal Skull, and it killed itself. Now it's back out for a second chance where it looks better. James Mangold did a great job, but I'm holding my breath. Not thinking about Harrison Ford or anything. It's just let it go.
You want to hear something weird? How I get excited about the new Indiana Jones movie, the thing I think about the most is just the opening 2 seconds of that like eel just like slithering its way out of the skeleton. I just love that effect for some reason. It just looks
it's a cool effect
so
for sure. It's neat.
I don't know why, but it really speaks to me.
I get what you're saying, and I feel like this movie hits back to what the original ones were like, where it's more adventure and it's more kind of like Indiana Jones wanting to walk away but still have that adventure. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they always have that part in the movie.
It has that sort of like golden, tone, like a Sam Raimi Spider-Man, like to sunset kind of color.
Yes.
So
exactly
it really speaks to Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Whenever I think of this movie, I think of Sam Raimi for sure.
Wait, is that sarcasm? Are you trying to make fun of me?
Every day.
Cameron,
what's your number 4?
Example, you piece
My
of
number 4. All right. My number 4 is Asteroid City by Wes Anderson. I like Wes Anderson. I like the movies he makes. I like his style. It's very distinct. And it's nice to see an actual Wes Anderson movie and not those terrible, like, my AI made a Wes Anderson, but it's Star Wars. Sorry.
Have you seen those ones?
I hate
They're
those videos.
Scary.
They're terrible.
They're so scary.
But yeah, it looks good. I like aliens. I like space. And this has like a crazy good cast. I'm really excited to see how Tom Hanks does in a Wes Anderson movie, because I feel like he's fantastic. But yeah, just looks really fun. Really excited for it. That comes out pretty soon, I think.
Like in 2-3 weeks, I think. It's the end of June, right?
Fast?
End of June.
I feel like the trailer like dropped like so like not that long ago.
It did not drop that long ago. I'll tell you that.
It comes out
pretty sure. It comes out real soon. Yeah.
I hope Asteroid City does really well.
I hope it does too. I feel like Wes Anderson movies don't get enough credit in the box office. That's just me. Colin, what about you? What's your number 4?
All right, my number 4. Gotta remind myself. My number 4 has to be Barbie.
Oh,
I made a quick turnaround with Barbie.
wow. Yeah, you did. You were just aching on that
It
movie, man.
looks so good.
It's
I don't
great.
know why.
What do you mean you
I'm
don't know
just
why?
so excited to see it.
It looks
I-
great. The cast itself is playing well together. That's not
And
a play on words.
I think I saw like an article headline, but it said that Ryan Gosling deserves to get like best actor from Barbie, and the movie hasn't even been out yet.
Wow, really?
It's like he looks like he's having fun. I
Sure.
think he's going to be the star of the movie, but let's not forget Margot Robbie, because we know that she has great comedic timing, not just from Suicide Squad. Let's forget about that ever happened, but all the way to The Wolf of Wall Street, where like even her like comedy there was so good. I recite the line as much as I can of like, ooh, what are you? I love that.
That is a pretty solid line. I forgot how
She
weirdly
delivered
funny
it
that movie
so
could be.
well.
Yeah, her timing is really good. I will definitely give you that. That is a
And
good
I
one.
think it's gonna tell a really cute story of a uh, uh, it's so hard to say because like the things they're getting away with in the movie of like, you know, Barbie going like, do you guys ever think about death? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, it throws you for a
Yeah.
loop.
And you even
And
said it best that this movie is like the Lego movie in very, very similar ways, especially with Will Ferrell being the bad guy again.
And a businessman.
And a businessman.
I
Yes.
forget he's in it. Man, I love Will Ferrell.
Apparently, there's also like a ton more cameos that we haven't even seen in the movie that we have yet seen from the trailer. Like, I think John Cena may be in there.
Yeah, John
because
Cena is reportedly playing a mermaid, which is
No
Really?
way.
That's great.
No
And
way.
then
That's gonna be
Michael
awesome.
Cera as what's his name? Jimmy
Alan.
Allen. Just perfectly
Yeah.
fits him. It's perfect.
I am thrilled for this movie.
Are you guys gonna go see Oppenheimer and Barbie back to back? Or is that like
I'm
a
gonna
double
try
feature
to.
day?
Absolutely,
I'm
going
trying
to.
really hard to go see
I'm gonna
that.
take the day off work. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and figure out a way to do it because it's very close to my dad's
The real
birthday.
question is, which one do I see first?
I probably would go see Oppenheimer first because if they're
Yeah.
playing in the same theaters, they got to put them like opposite sides of the theater because as that explosion's going off, you're going to be hearing dolls talk to one another. It's going to be really like, have you seen that TikTok where it's like people in the Barbie theater and it's the scene from the first Spider-Man movie where Aunt May is praying and then the bomb goes off and it says Oppenheimer next door.
That's good.
It's great. It's great. And
It's
that definitely is going to be the feeling of the theater while the mirrors are shaking while you're watching Barbie. But either way, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna probably go see Barbie first, though. And my number 4 is Asteroid City. Kind of cutting it short because I mean, what else can you say about Wes Anderson? It's great. It's beautiful. It's symmetrical. I love it. Yeah, I think it's pretty simple.
Do you guys like me?
Yeah.
Where's this coming from,
cool.
man?
I don't know. I just got sad for a
Oh my
minute.
gosh. Okay.
You guys
We love you, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Anyway, who's next?
All right. My number 3 is also Barbie. Or my number 3 is Barbie. I have it higher up on my list because I'm a real Barbie head. This is coming from the sibling of somebody who helped design a Barbie.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna flex that real fast. But yeah,
It's a really cool flex for you, man. You knew someone who made a Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie made a Barbie of my sister, like one
Very
that looks
rad.
exactly like her, and it's kind of disturbing.
You guys have like, I'm assuming you guys have like, you have like
They only made one version of it,
No.
so.
Do you guys
But
have
the
it?
one that she helped design is like in stores and it has like a prosthetic leg. And it's
Okay.
cool.
But you guys don't have like a copy of that one? Like they didn't give you one? The one
What?
your sister designed. They didn't give you like an extra
Oh
one?
yeah, like we
Okay.
have both things.
Okay. I was gonna say that's kind of weird. You help design it. You don't get to at least
Yeah.
keep it. Okay.
My mom like goes to Target every once in a while and just make sure that like, is it still on shelves?
oh, that's cute.
It's
Be
very
the
cool.
representation. That's cool.
But yeah, Barbie looks great. It looks really
Great.
funny. I like how like conceptual it's getting. It looks like really fun. And also it's letting one of our greatest comedic actors do his thing again, that being Ryan Gosling. That man is brilliant and has comedic timing down. Like man, I need to rewatch The Nice Guys because he's so
I just recently rewatched that movie. It's
good
so
in that.
good. You think they're ever gonna make a sequel for that movie?
No.
No,
I want them to, but I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
It's really it sets up for like many adventures for them.
Yeah.
I would love that, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath, but I'd like that. Colin, what's your
Man.
number 3? What number we're on?
My number 3, and I doubt this is on any of your guys' lists at this point right now, is
No.
the Boogeyman.
Oh,
The
wow.
Boogeyman looks freaking cool. All right.
Nice.
The thing that worries me is the PG-13 rating. But other than that, I think that this is going to be a fun horror flick from the minds of the creators of Stranger Things and Stephen King. And I think having a concept like the Boogeyman is really great because it's like Stephen King and the Stranger Things guys tackling the idea of the Boogeyman. And I love that line from, I always forget his name, but he was Polka Dot Man, where he goes, where that guy, he hands him a drawing and the guy goes, what's this? And the Polka Dot Man goes, that's the thing that takes your kids when you're not paying attention. And I'm like, ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, David does a really good job bringing horror.
Gnarly.
Yeah, and I just realized that the little girl is Leia in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and that the older figure, I don't know if she's a sister or something, but she's the robotic cybernetic girl from Boba Fett.
She's also in Yellow Jackets. She's very good in that.
Haven't seen that show yet.
I'm a big fan of her. She's good.
Is Yellow Jackets worth watching? I mean, I heard it's good. I just didn't know if it's a very niche community or something. Oh,
Yellow Jackets is pretty. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
All right, well, if you could dumb it down to a sentence, what would
Can you guys hear the window, like the background noise
we
or
just hear
anything
you
like that?
We just
Okay,
we just
cool.
hear
Just
you.
making sure.
We hear you, and we love you.
Hear you when we love you.
Yeah,
All right,
we love.
cool.
We're here for you, and we
At
hear
a moment.
you.
At a moment. I'm sorry.
No,
if I was to summarize Yellow Jackets in a sentence, it is a successful girls' soccer team survives a plane crash in the middle of Canadian wilderness. And that's half the show. And the other half of the show is 30 years later with them as adults dealing with the consequences.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. That's very enticing, actually.
And also maybe when they were in the woods, they became cannibals.
I was just gonna probably guess that probably happened.
What's with the oh wait, hold on. Was that a Wendigo with the tarp over the
nothing?
The antler thing? That's a Wendigo, right? Now that you say that,
That's a person.
I was gonna ask you about the poster because the poster was so intriguing.
Oh, so that's a yes in Cameron's terms.
That's cool.
I haven't said anything.
But because you didn't say anything, you said a lot.
No,
because he said may or may not.
See, when you said Wendigo, my first thought was the character from Marvel, but I realized you guys were talking about a different show.
He's still a Wendigo, though, so you're good.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Wendigo is in this show.
James,
my number 3 is Oppenheimer. I like what they did for the trailer, using the Geiger counter to create this tension. And I don't ever remember or say the line perfectly, but I love the line in the trailer where Colin's moving, where they say, we won't fear it until we use it, and we won't use it until, we won't understand it until we use it, and we won't use it until we fear it, or something like that. I don't know. Whatever it was, that one sentence hooked me for the entire movie. It was like the teaser trailer, I think, and it sets the whole tone for the rest of the movie. And kudos on Nolan for getting like 500 people that are star actors to get in this one movie, just with Robert Downey Jr., Matt Damon, everybody.
Florence Pugh.
I remember seeing like a meme on Twitter. It was like a hand breaking through glass towards someone was like, you are now cast in Oppenheimer. It's like
I those were going everywhere, and like it's weird to see who they're putting as top cast, because obviously we have Cillian Murphy and Emily Blunt as the Oppenheimer family, and then we have Damon Jr. And then we also have David Desmalchin that we saw from Boogeyman, which is Polka Dot Guy for Colin.
Polka Dot Man. Show some respect.
I forgot, the fallen hero, and many other people that I think are terrific.
Yeah, Cameron, there we go.
Honestly, his death in the movie. Oh well, hold on. Well, Spoilers.
For a while.
Been out for a while. His death in the movie got me harder because like that line where he says I'm a superhero and then just
And he went out like one too.
went out like a champ. I'll tell you that.
Need
Just
to
so
rewatch that.
yeah. I gotta be watching that movie now. Cameron, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Mhm.
Mission Impossible movies are so good it hurts,
Yeah.
like why it never, I think in the history of ever, have I seen the 6th entry in an action franchise be the best one. I think nobody is doing quality control as an actor on the same way that Tom Cruise
Which
is.
one was the 6th one? Is that
Fallout?
Fallout? Okay, that was the 6th. Okay, that was great.
Depending on the right project, because let's not forget what happened with The Mummy.
True.
Mulligan. It's a mulligan.
In general, he's doing way more hits than misses. I will not speak to Tom Cruise as a person. He's probably a weirdo. But like,
Hey, we all, yeah.
Yeah. We're not all Scientologists.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys ever hear that Seth Rogen interview where he was talking about meeting with Tom Cruise and how and he was with I forget the director. He was the director of Trainwreck, the King of Staten Island.
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow. I think Judd Apatow warned him. He was like, before you go in, just do not allow Tom Cruise to talk to you about Scientology. Like, just don't. And
wow.
then Tom
That's the advice he gave him?
Yeah, I think so. I think someone told Seth Rogen about that. He also wrote it in his book and everything. So I thought it was really funny. But Seth Rogen was also like, he was almost convinced because he just loves Tom Cruise so much.
Yeah. I would love to see him come back as Les Grossman.
Man.
Oh my God.
In Tropic Thunder.
That is his best role.
It is. Thank you.
It's true. No, it's truly his best role.
Man,
there's been no other role that's got me hooked.
I know Ben Stiller has talked about making like a whole Les Grossman movie, and I'm like, give it to me now.
Inject it into my veins. Like, I need that. I just want him dancing for an hour on screen.
Yeah.
Cameron, instead of that monologue from Andor, you should have did the monologue Tom Cruise gave over the phone.
I will rain hellfire on you. And you just close like, we don't negotiate.
Yeah, even like bring in like a fat suit and like a bald cap. Like,
really, don't bring a bald cap. Shave it. Arms. Embrace the role.
Just shave it. Go method.
Yeah, man. Just go for it. Gosh. So time out on this one. Mission Impossible. We see him jumping off the side of a cliff, which in the next trailer we saw how it's going to be in the movie. What do you think is going to be the next stunt he does next for part 2? Like, is he going to swim in a volcano?
I think he's going to die. I think he's going to die on camera. He's going to give it all for the art of the game.
He's like Jim Carrey in that Magician movie with like the drill in the head.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. My God. But yeah,
like
I don't know. It'll be crazy, whatever he does, and I will be there.
So how do you think he's going to go out then? Yeah. Jumping out of a plane?
Swimming in a volcano, actually.
It's like that. What was that one stunt show? Like that one, it was a cartoon show, but it was like this guy's like, I'm going to jump out of a plane through a volcano and land in a kiddie pool or something like that. It was like an egregious stunt.
Was it Total Drama? That sounds like a Total Drama.
Probably was Total Drama. I feel like that's how he would go. I would love to see Tom Cruise host a Total Drama Island kind of show.
Welcome to Total Drama Island.
Do you think they're going to make a live action of that?
It's called Survivor. It's already a thing.
I meant explicitly of Total Drama Island, just like what they're doing for Avatar.
No.
As I said it out loud, I was thinking to myself, that's Survivor.
Yeah, this is Survivor.
Well, they're making a lot of live action stuff. They got Avatar, which I'm sure is going to.
Did you see that they cast
How to Train Your Dragon?
How to Train Your Dragon?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I was actually rewatching that before we recorded.
I forget money. It's always
well, duh. But I mean, it's not like DreamWorks isn't running out of money with Puss in Boots.
That being said, I do like the people they cast.
I just hope they get Gerald Butler back as a Stoic. That's all that matters.
What else is he doing?
Plane movies.
To be busy.
He's doing that plane movie. I'm sure the next one's gonna be train, and the next one's probably
Is
gonna
he
be
making
automobiles.
Geostorm 2?
Is it? Are they really?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
God,
I
I
was
hated
just
that
saying that's
movie.
the kind of movies he's making.
Like, well, Greenland was good. Did you guys watch that?
I hadn't seen Greenland.
That was actually good. That past all the other ones he's made, that one I appreciate.
Watching the trailer, I kind of feel like I already watched the movie.
You
Like,
kind of do,
I
but
knew
you get
what.
more of it. You know, it's intense. Like, there was a King Batch cameo for those who are all for all of the Vine people in the day.
Are you trying to get me to watch this movie or not?
I am trying to get you to watch this movie, dude.
Okay.
King, yeah, bro, that backflip though. Come on, that was a classic, Ryan.
God damn it.
All right, Colin, did you already say the number threes or?
I said my
No.
number 3 was The Boogeyman.
Oh,
I
so-
think it's you.
So my number was it 3 or 2?
No, it's we're on Colin's number 2.
Oh, it's okay.
Wait, hold on. No, Cameron, you're on number 2 because I haven't.
He did. He said
you
Mission
didn't-
Impossible.
I just
okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. This is
All right,
it's
number
gonna be
two.
podcast.
No,
We're
yeah.
pros here.
We're still a baby channel. We're trying to figure shit out.
Yeah.
So number 2 for me is Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, and
Number 2.
number 2, yeah.
Wow.
So I'm really excited for this movie. It's like, for anybody who knows me or knows this channel or just knows all of us, we are huge.
Watched previous
when it comes to
episodes.
Spider-Man. Spider-Verse solidified Miles Morales in the Marvel universe. I feel like there's still plenty of people out there that just don't like Miles, but the majority, ever since that movie's release, we've all adored the character of Miles, and they even crafted a story of Miles that surpasses the comics like Genesis. So for this movie to go all the way in with animation of different styles, the cast is killer. We get like weird obscure characters like the Spot, who I sent the clip in the group chat. I don't know if you guys watched it.
I did.
I love the Spot already.
It was good.
I love him.
Jason Schwartzman's a
He's
perfect
so good.
cast for him.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
They stepped up their animation game, and this is a Sony Marvel movie that I feel like they give a shit about. It's so good. It's so good. I'm sorry for swearing.
No,
I'm just
you're intense. You're loving it. I get you.
I just it's gonna be great. And plus, Peter, we finally get to see Peter as a dad.
First time in it,
Something
and nothing goes wrong. And nothing
never
happens.
happening again.
He's happy.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm thinking about it. Are they gonna kill Peter B. Parker?
Oh, probably. 1,000% they're probably going to kill him in the third movie or this movie. Like
Oh, no.
100%. Yeah, they're probably going to kill him. But
Oh no.
at least you were happy, you know, like in Avengers Endgame.
Do you guys love me?
Okay. Is that if that's Peter B. Parker's last line, I will lose it. My number
Hey, you
2
guys
actually
like me, right?
was Barbie. I felt like that was way higher on my list. And now I know someone who knows someone that made a Barbie figure, but that's as close as I'll ever get to my flex. But I think this movie is gonna be great. It's visually incredible. It's appealing in all audiences and comedy. Greta Gerwig's gonna just murder this. It's gonna be great.
Oh, I forgot to say this. Have you guys ever like taken a Barbie and just taken off its clothes when you were little just to see if you know?
You could have
the
said
attention
that.
to
You could have said
detail?
that in any other way. You just
Actually,
the
no, I
tempo
did
of that sentence was
on mine.
Okay, all right. Let me
What?
rephrase that. Have you ever stripped a Barbie doll when you were little,
no.
just to see?
No to both what you're saying and the answer.
I
Okay.
plead the fifth.
Yeah.
That's when I found out girls don't have buttholes.
Oh, this is a movie podcast.
No, Barbie was relevant. Okay, who's going number 2?
All right,
it's
I
your
already
number
did.
one.
That's great.
My number one is Across the Spider-Verse. I've been on an animation kick recently. If you've looked on my letterbox, it has been nothing but old Disney movies. I have like 10 more left to go. I'm really excited to be done with it. But in general, I love the first one so much. It's my favorite Spider-Man movie. I'm really excited to see the second one. I think it does have the possibility. I mean, man, from what people are saying, they're saying it's better than the first, which is thrilling.
insane.
And I just think the animation looks incredible. It looks emotional and like everything that I'm looking for from a Spider-Man movie. It just looks like a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, way to go.
Yeah. You said
Colin?
it better than I did.
Well, it's his number one. That's why it was number. This is your number two.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah.
What's your number one, Colin?
Okay, my number one is The Flash. Okay, so I know your guys' feelings on it. Just hear me out from my perspective.
We are definitely hearing you.
Okay, so I really need the DC universe to be good. This is all I have. You gotta give me this. I need this. I need this
Okay.
movie to be good.
Okay.
All right, so on a serious note, this movie actually genuinely looks good. It's shot well. Michael Keaton back as Batman. It looks like it doesn't. It looks so good.
It looks good.
Supergirl looks amazing. Her costume is incredible.
Undoubtedly.
I feel like the stakes of this movie are going to be exceptionally high, and for this to be the movie to have us slowly walk into James Gunn's DC universe, it feels like this is respecting the past but also embracing a new future. And by respecting the past, not only the previous the previous era of like Michael Keaton's Batman, Zack Snyder's like Zod, Ben Affleck, who he's Ben Affleck on the record said that he truly felt like he actually got the character right this time. And you can definitely see that in the trailers and the physics and the traversal of that one little shot of like Batman on that riding that like truck, and then he just was running on that car to get. That was so incredible. You could never see that in a different movie, but it's in this movie and it's incredible. Flash suit looks amazing. Ezra Miller, despite him being a pretty bad and troubled person, he looks his acting, it looks like it's gonna be good. Like, I'm only judging his performance, not as him as a person. And plus, I'm a DC fan and I gotta represent my universe. And I gotta say that I am so thrilled for this movie, and I don't think it's gonna be bad. I just want to enjoy myself, and that's why it's my number one. I've been waiting for this movie for a very long time, and I can't wait any further. I need to watch this movie and enjoy it. Thank you.
I will say, I've never rooted for a movie to be bad, but I do think that
that's not true. You rooted for many movies to be bad. There was
name one.
It was when we were
Cameron
in Florida, Love and Thunder.
Wait. You never let me finish my point. I do think that The Flash being genuinely good would be the funniest possible outcome. After all this movie has gone through with the Ezra Miller stuff, it's spending 10 years in development hell to finally coming out. And like, how many directors went around on this project? Like
Grant Morrison, Phil and Chris Lord.
Yeah, like the whole of Hollywood has gone through this movie, and for it to finally come out and be good would be wild. But also, name a movie I've rooted against.
Love and Thunder.
Zack Snyder.
No, I haven't. I wanted Love and Thunder to be good.
I remember you talked. What was that one movie? It was when we were in Florida. We were talking about it. It hasn't even come out yet. It was a Marvel. Was it not Marvel?
No.
Was that not you?
Love and Thunder
Was that not you?
I was
Then
excited for it.
Well, I'm thinking of a different person. Then I'll retract that statement. That's my bad. Here's that statement.
Let me look at what I watched in Disney.
No.
I gotta pull up my.
Well, I know one of your
Cameron. All right, Cameron. All right,
I think it was Shazam for sure.
Pretend James isn't here, Cameron. I just one-on-one. I want you to look at me for a minute.
This is your Zack Snyder topic all over again.
Do you hate me? Like, did I say something wrong?
No, Colin. No. What are you doing?
I respect your opinions, even though
rule of threes.
I disagree with them.
You rule of threes your emotional baggage. I don't think that's a great 1-2 gag, buddy.
I don't know.
Okay.
I love Cameron so much, but I feel like he's hurting me.
He is.
I just feel like he gets off on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
Uh,
time a podcast comes up, I'm like, how can I ruin Colin's day?
Even if
Just respond to my text, Cameron, please.
I got I got you. So for my number one, it's Spider-Verse. We're kind of going neck on neck on that one. Spider-Verse looks great. It being the Empire to Into's A New Hope sets up a lot of anticipation for this movie, and especially for this trilogy with Beyond the Spider-Verse being this next one. And fun fact, I think you guys pay attention to the years on this, but from the first movie and first video game, it's been 5 years since we got any updates for the second one on both terms. So the first video game, the second, and the first movie, the second game, second movie. It's been about 5 years. It's kind of a
pretty crazy.
long time. In the teaser trailer that we all fell in love with in December, no, I think it was like December 17th, I think is when that trailer came out, where it's the one where we first see the rising shot of him off the building that just like set this whole thing in motion. That is easily one of my favorite
theories too, and people speculating, what are they wearing on their wrists? Why is Miguel doing this to Miles? Like, just
I have a really like strong suspicion that bracelet thing is like holds their atoms at bay.
Yeah,
because they go to the different universes, and we see that from the first movie, if they're there, he slowly kills them. So I think that thing is like a lifeline. So I think with that, Miguel is probably.
I remember when I heard they were making an animated Spider-Man movie back in 2016, 2017, something like that.
Probably 2016.
There's
no, way before 2016, because this was before Civil War came out. I remember what you're talking about.
Because the teaser came out in December 9th, 2017. That's a long time ago.
I just remember being like, why would they do this? That would be so bad. An animated Spider-Man movie? How would that even work? And then it came out and it became my favorite one. So
yeah, it's like that meme where it's like, you're gonna die now, and then it's like, I'd like to apologize. It's like that TikTok audio.
Yeah.
That's exactly how
I would like to apologize.
Yeah, no. What's that Shaq quote? It's like, I didn't understand your game. I apologize.
Yeah, I didn't recognize your game.
Yeah. And when I first saw the first one, I would not shut up about it. Like I would talk about it even with people who didn't want to talk to me or listen to me about this movie. I would just pull them aside and talk about it. That took 5 different people to see that movie in theaters. It was a groundbreaking movie, like insanely well done.
That was me with Joker.
No, I believe it firmly.
I took so many people to see Joker so I could see it again.
That was your Spider-Verse. That was 1,000%.
That was my Spider-Verse.
So, and I'm seeing it this Friday, and I texted my girlfriend because we're then that next Saturday, this Saturday, we're gonna do something in the morning. And I texted her like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna apologize ahead of time for Saturday for the man I'm gonna become. You're gonna have to put a limit on me because I will not shut up about this movie." She just said, "Okay." Like she's been through this before. Her family's heard it enough. I don't think they're ready for what this is going to be. But little things here about the honorable mentions. What about like Elemental? You guys, the new Pixar movie.
I'm excited for that.
Looks good.
My honorable mentions are basically all the movies that you guys had on your list that I didn't. Like Oppenheimer, I'm like 90% sure will probably be the best movie that comes out this summer.
Really?
But, like
past Spider-Verse.
I think it'll be like objectively like the best movie that comes out. It's just not one that I'm more excited about. I think I would have had Indiana Jones in my top 5 if it didn't get those reviews at cons.
I don't know.
Hold on. What was the reviews of the cons?
They didn't like it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, shocker. Yeah. Reviewers didn't like it.
If you look at its Rotten Tomatoes, it's not great.
It's not that good. No. I think it is though better than Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
I think it's better than that, which is a win.
That's not saying much though.
It's a win.
Also, Elemental, I'm excited about because I love Pixar. I'll probably go see it in theaters.
Great story.
I want it to succeed because that movie's gonna flop hard. And
I don't know why they're not doing that well in the box office.
The second that it flops, I'm afraid that Pixar is going to do nothing but make sequels for the next decade.
Sequels to what?
Everything.
Frozen 3.
They're already working on Inside Out 2. I feel like
I forgot about that.
The second that
that's not
Elemental flops, like the next week, we're going to see Pixar greenlights Incredibles 3.
That one would be cool. I'll stand on
I
that
think
one.
Inside Out 2 would be really cool. Because like, and hear me out. Like, we could actually, instead of it being a story about a child, it could be the story about a parent and dealing with a child, and like from their perspective and how to handle that. Like, I
Okay.
think like
That'll give you.
with a
That'll
thing
give
like Inside Out, like in its premise, there's definitely a lot of room to work.
Oh, they do
So
have
I'd
another
be okay with
original movie coming out next year.
a Wish,
They
right?
do have another movie coming out next year called no, that's Disney
Oh.
animated. That's a proper Disney movie. They have an original one coming out next year called Elio, which is about like space aliens and stuff. And then Inside Out 2 both come out next year.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird.
And
I do like
then-
Elio.
And then
You think they're gonna bring back Toy Story 5? You know?
I forgot they're making that.
What?
Sorry.
No, wait a minute. No.
Oh, they are. It got greenlit.
No, you're kidding.
No,
I'll send the article.
Why?
dude.
No, you're kidding.
Cameron, you
The
better.
article's gonna be like, haha, got you, right? Like this is just a joke. Oh, the silence
No,
is true.
I'm like dead serious. I remember they announced it.
Oh man. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Colin, how do you feel about that? You look real sad right now. I only see the top of
He's
your head.
not kidding.
Oh, you were searching it up. Oh my,
He's not kidding.
why?
I'd rather see a movie Woody like the Lightyear treatment, but for Woody. That would be dope.
I've been thinking about like doing that, but do Woody's Roundup. So do the whole show that they were talking about in Toy Story 2, and then complete the season.
That's clever.
Yeah. Because if we get to see the movie that Andy saw as a kid that made him love Buzz Lightyear, why not bring us the show that everyone made fall in love with Woody with?
Oh, you can sort of do it like how Quentin Tarantino did it with the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where it was like
yeah, I'd
like
love to
a
see
show
Quentin
inside the movie.
Tarantino directing Woody's Roundup. That'd be horrible. Just cotton all over the place.
Jamie Foxx is Woody.
That'd be cool.
Oh well, wait, hold on. How's Jamie doing?
He's alive and well, buddy. Those
Good.
have been false things about him almost dying. I mean, no, like he did go to the hospital, but it's been told that he's been out and he's been okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also wasn't gonna do a joke. I really love Jamie, and I wanted him to be okay.
I know. Okay, Cameron, how was the Succession finale? Give us a little rundown on that one.
So good.
Yeah.
Perfect ending.
You watch Barry?
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. Colin, we're not going to talk about it. We're not. No, it's okay.
Wild.
Just like one sentence review.
One sentence review of Barry.
Barry.
There's no other way this could have ended.
I was just gonna. I see the one.
I got chills.
Yeah, no, it's exactly how you thought it was gonna be. It's great. Also,
I would also say that about Succession as well.
I haven't seen that yet. But did you guys see in the breaking news discussing film, the other news source we all trust here? Jonah Hill has been cast as Superman in James Gunn's Superman Legacy.
No way.
No, of course he
That's
hasn't.
the Ted.
That's the Ted 2 gag. Come on, y'all. I would have thought you guys would have finished that line out. All right, never mind.
I couldn't.
That little thread is the full of that gif of Mark Wahlberg. No? All right.
Sorry, Kumail Nanjiani is going to be in an Insidious movie.
The new one, the fifth one.
No, like
Red Deer?
another one called Thread, an Insidious Tale.
Why? I thought they were done with those movies.
No.
Kumail Nanjiani
Wow.
and Mandy Moore have been cast in a spinoff.
I mean, hey, good on
Jeremy
Kamel. He's great. Love him as an actor, but why did they need to keep making more of those?
What did Jeremy Slater do?
I recognize the name.
Jeremy Slater. He's an American
he did
writer.
He did what?
He worked on.
Oh no! Oh
he worked
no!
on Moon Knight, Death Note, Fantastic Four, Death Note, the anime movie.
Wait. The
live action one.
okay, the one with
And Fen Forstick.
His writing on Moon Knight was good.
No,
Okay,
no,
y'all,
Jams, stop.
you stop, Colin. Do you love me?
He did
I love
something.
you more than
Take that back.
anything,
He
dude.
also did the Umbrella. Yeah, he
That's
also
why
did the Umbrella Academy.
It's tough love.
Gotcha. Well, wasn't he also assigned to the Kang Dynasty for a bit? Didn't he walk away from that?
No, that was Jeff Loveness.
Well, Jeremy Slate walked away from something. No. Oh, I'm trying to think of the guy who did Quantumania. My bad. He's the guy that recently walked away. Right? No. Hold on. Avengers.
Yeah, that's Jeff Loveness.
Okay. Yeah. That
Is
I
a
feel like that was a good call because I'm not saying
Yes.
that was a that was a good call.
Kang, the guy, what's the actor's name again?
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, okay. Jonathan Majors. Is he still not going to be Kang anymore? Or are those
That's
all just
that's
know.
never been confirmed that he wasn't.
We are
Okay.
waiting on the outcome of his trial or thing or whatever.
Yeah.
I wish they aired it.
Why?
Because the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing was so awesome, man. It was so
It was
entertaining.
good TV.
I was
It was
just gonna
good
say
TV.
that was good TV.
It was good TV.
That was a wild time. Seeing that
Man, I wish I
there was
was
like
alive during
5
the OJ
channels going
trial.
on.
I
Mega
would've been
pint.
like, man. Yeah.
I'm glad
I want a
no one else
t-shirt
maybe
that
heard
says
that.
Mega
Summer
pint.
looks good.
Yeah, summer. Yeah, back to summer movies. It looks good. Looks good.
I'm
Uh,
it's promising.
I'd say this is the most promising summer movies in a long time. Last year's summer movies. Last year's had like some good in there, but not as majority as much as this one. This one has a stacked summer movie list.
Yeah.
Because Lightyear was divisive. Love and Thunder was I'll admit it was disappointing, but I still enjoy it. I'm gonna hold that.
So long as you address it.
I will. What was the other one that came out? What was the last year's summer flicks?
Ant-Man and the Wasp. No, that was this year, right?
That was February, bro.
Nope. I loved Nope.
Nope was a summer
great.
film.
Yeah.
Nope was a summer.
Oh,
yeah, it
that
was a blockbuster.
killer. Yeah, that was killer. I remember you were
Jurassic
there.
World Dominion.
Yeah, I wasn't holding my breath on that one.
What? Jurassic World Dominion? It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm saying I wasn't
couldn't
holding
make
my
a joke. Sorry, guys. I couldn't make it. I
Genuinely?
was gonna say it was great, but
Let me tell you my Jurassic World Dominion story.
Ooh.
So it was the first day that I got my AMC A-list subscription while I was at Disney. So I went and saw Lightyear and I enjoyed it. I had a good time. And then I had a ticket right afterwards to go see Jurassic World Dominion. So it was pretty early in my Disney internship.
Was it when you first moved in?
It was like not long after.
Was it after training?
Yeah, I think it was like my first week.
Okay.
So like
that first week was nothing.
And then I got to Jurassic World and I'm watching it. I'm like halfway through and I'm like miserable. I'm like, this movie is terrible. And I look at the time and it's like 11 p.m. and I'm like, I've only been here like a week. I don't know when the buses stop. So I decide to leave. I don't finish the movie. I get on a bus at Disney Springs and I take it. Like I wanted to go to Riviera because the Riviera goes like right back to
the place
to Flamingo.
Yeah.
And I get to the bus stops and all the buses were not doing like directly to resort. They were like, which resort are you at? Where are you going? And it was weird. So like I get on a bus, they're like, this one's going to Contemporary. And I was like, the bus is already here. I'm going to get on.
Sure.
So I take the bus to Contemporary and I figure out which route goes from Flamingo to Contemporary. And I see that the next bus is going to be there in an hour. So I'm stuck at Contemporary until like 1 a.m. waiting for this bus. I remember I watched the new episode of The Boys just like waiting at this bus stop.
Season 4 just came out, or was it season 3?
Season 3 was coming out at that time.
That's right.
And I was just like, gotta kill time somehow. And anyway, that basically taught me to not make sure you
rely
get
on those buses
before 10 p.m.
Yeah, those buses also were unreliable 89% of the time.
It was so bad.
So you're welcome for being your
Thank
saving
you
grace.
for rides.
No, you don't need to thank me. I think though, those buses. I remember one time they were parked sideways in the middle of the road. They took up 2 lanes.
I remember I spent like an hour on the Animal Kingdom bus trying to get back home, and because somebody got into a car crash, like it took us like 2 hours to
Yeah.
get down.
Those are
Ugh.
wild times. Colin, you never took those buses because I never wanted you to be on those buses. We never took them when you were there. They were horrible. I just drove us around. It was way faster and more reliable. So
Yeah.
you luckily never got to experience those things. Those were really, really weird.
Thank you for preventing that for me.
You're welcome. You know, it's like smoking. You got to prevent it.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey,
What-
I quit, kind of.
I know. Hey, congrats. Hey, that's it. Kind of is almost there, man.
I stopped cigarettes and I barely
And
vape.
you can
so-
too.
Yeah.
Tu-Vie crew.
Don't
you guys can
smoke.
do it. Not, I wasn't talking to you, Cameron. I was meaning just like
Oh, okay. I was like,
just like the people. You know,
the viewers.
James's
Just-
family don't smoke.
yeah, like chimneys over here.
Are they subscribed? All of
No, not a single one of them. Well, I think for good measure, because I don't want to go to family dinners and be like, "Hey, how's that show not working out for you?"
them?
Yeah.
We're sad.
Yeah. Oh, do you guys love me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eh,
I love you.
Thanks,
You're
man.
we tolerate you.
Yeah, you know, like Auntie Anne pretzels. We tolerate it, but we still love it.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited to come home and find out that we had an Auntie Anne's in my
You did?
mall.
You
And
got
I was
one?
like, I can get my pretzel nugs here.
That's where I got one. I got one recently at the mall. Those things are good.
Honestly, I might go get one after this. I have nothing else to do. I'm gonna drive to the mall and get some like sugar
Why?
pretzel nugs.
Ugh, sugar
Just for
pretzel.
that?
Yeah.
He's a
I might
man
also,
of he's a
like,
man of low
look at-
means. You
Yeah.
know,
I might
it takes-
also like just look around, see if any like vinyl like records are around.
Oh, speaking of vinyl, I got in 1 week all 3 Guardians of the Galaxy
Nice.
on CD and then vinyl.
That's a lot of Guardians.
I love them. I love them. That music sounds better
Oh,
playing
man.
through the car.
Ted Lasso finale tonight. How you feeling?
I'm feeling AFC proud.
Man.
Got
I need
Team
to watch-
Lasso.
I'm like 2 weeks behind. I need to catch up.
Oh, those last 2 weeks are gonna make you cry, man. There's not in the last 2 episodes, I have not finished without some tears in my eye. Like just an enormous amount. Especially
Yeah.
last week's episode. And for those who've watched, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not ready for the show to end. Colin, you watched Ted Lasso, right?
I haven't caught up with season 3, not because it's bad. It's just
I know.
I
I'd be more mad if you said it was bad.
no.
Jeez,
I
that
want to
show's
see it.
free
It's just that-
therapy.
Speaking of,
I-
have you seen Shrinking? Shrinking is incredible.
What's that?
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel, Harrison Ford, they both are therapists.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's
It's
made by the
good.
same people who made Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Shrinking. I
So
gotta
when
add that
when
to
Ted
this.
Lasso ends and season 2 comes back, it's almost like a cycle of kind of
Yeah.
the same feel good cry, which I'm very much looking forward to.
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for Severance season 2. Ooh. love
I
this.
haven't started that yet.
You should do that.
I want to. There's like 5 other shows I gotta finish. I also need to finish C with Jason Momoa. I need to finish that one. I need to finish. I'm actually sorry. I need to start Tetris. I need to start and finish that one. Because that movie looked good. Did anyone hear that? Did you see that here?
Yeah, I started it. I need to finish.
I've heard it was good.
Yeah, I had some pretty positive reviews. And well, I mean, I got to finish How to Train Your Dragon, but that's on Netflix, and I just like that movie.
Wait, you haven't finished the movies?
Oh, I've seen them. I mean, I just started rewatching the first one again before the call. Like I've seen them plenty of times. I just love them. The movie, the
Are all the
soundtrack.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Are
No.
all the Kung Fu Panda movies on Netflix?
No, just number 2 was on there for a while, and I stand on this statement where Kung Fu Panda 2 is the best one of the trilogy, now quadrilogy.
I will stand by Kung Fu Pandas. The Kung Fu Panda movies are the best theatrical anime we have seen.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Like,
Creed
the
3 was
action-
pretty good.
The action are
Did you say Creed 3?
Yeah.
theatrical anime.
Creed
Took a
is
lot of
very
inspiration.
clearly directed by a weeb. And that weeb being Michael B. Jordan.
I mean,
Is it
hey,
the weeb?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's a huge anime
Yeah,
fan.
no, he took a lot of inspiration from anime to Creed 3. He's even making an anime Creed show.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's
I know,
gonna be
right? It's
cool.
gonna be wicked. Is he voicing Adonis in that show?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Is Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone? Do they still have a good relationship? Because I know Sylvester Stallone
Yes.
wasn't
He
happy.
walked away not because of
Stallone doesn't
anything
like
Michael
the
B.
producers.
Yeah, it's all because of the producer. Nothing that
Okay,
Michael B.
cool.
Jordan did.
Like
When
he said that he would come back for Creed 4 if like
the producers were not involved.
yeah.
Explicitly does producers and any of his children too, because he has a bitter rivalry with those guys. And he was doing, I think it was like the Tulsa King press tour. When then people kept asking like, "Hey, do you hate Michael B. Jordan? Like, what's the deal?" He goes, "Nah, man, I got nothing wrong with that boy, but he's a good fighter." But
Excellent impression.
That's a
thank you,
great
thank you.
impression.
And he's like, "No, man, I got a problem with the guy that made money." And I'd be like, "Oh, okay." And then that's it. That's it.
Mm.
You guys also watching Fubar, the Arnold Schwarzenegger show on Netflix?
Oh.
It's actually not bad. It's not as
What's
bad
it
as I
about?
thought. Let me give you a hint. He's an action hero and also an actual dude. So it's like very Spy Next Door, but just flavored of the Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Never
the
mind.
Schwartz.
Man.
It's fine. It's nothing groundbreaking. But the girl from Top Gun Maverick, who plays Phoenix, is in there. I can't remember her name. She's good.
Oh, she was in Game of Thrones as well, right? You
Oh,
said she
you're
played
talking to
Phoenix?
the guy that's seen it 5 times. This man's made charts over the Game of Thrones.
Oh, I've made legit detailed spreadsheets, multiple over Game of Thrones.
Different topics
Yeah.
over those spreadsheets too.
I will send those in the group chat. No, she was not in Game of Thrones.
No, she was in. I'm pulling up the IMDb right now.
Wait,
But
have
either
you
way,
seen Game of Thrones, Colin?
What's up?
Have you seen Game of Thrones?
No, I can't really get into Game of Thrones. I don't know what it is.
you
I
just
have
don't like
nothing.
fantasy.
No, it's not that I don't like fantasy. It's just I figured out why it is. And it was
Ooh.
because when I was younger, I was very much I was very it just turned me off because I thought it was so dark and so morbid. And so that kind of like just carried on to where I can't really watch it because it'll make me feel how I felt when I was little.
Huh. Because I've asked you this before on the podcast, and you've never been a fan of Lord of the Rings or nothing like that.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings is an exception because it's just endearing and fun. Peter Jackson is a solid director, and I also really like his King Kong movie. I know a lot of people don't, but I actually like it a lot.
Jack Black's neat.
It's a whimsically fun movie series, but Game of Thrones is just it's too dark for me to watch. Even when I've watched darker stuff, it's kind of
ironic coming from you. You'll watch a movie
stuff.
about this weird 8-foot tall monster bashing heads open, but then there's a little dragon. Ooh.
A little dragon, dude. Do you know what happens? Like testicles are cut off in that show, and you see it.
Nope, not in Game of Thrones. You don't see it. Do you?
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. Yeah.
There's a dude who gets like dragged by his balls.
Yeah, or the guy who just says he doesn't have any.
Oh, I thought I heard someone talk about like in the show, like because forget
he must have been watching the wrong Game of Thrones.
Oh, I know who they're talking about.
You
never see it. You never see it.
Okay.
But it happens.
All right, cool.
Who are they talking about?
How far are you in the show?
Almost season 7.
Okay. Who got tortured by Rams?
By the Warden of the West, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what he was talking about. It wasn't his dingberries, it was his bing bong, right?
It was all of it.
It was all?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I thought it was
bing bong?
Yeah, it was his. I thought it was his bing bong and I didn't know it was his chickadees as well.
All right. I
Dang.
made. Oh God.
Yeah. Why don't you read off some of the charts you made before we wrap up here?
Yeah. So I have one that's all the deaths in Game of Thrones, sort of like
Yes.
chronicled. That's the one named Valar Morghulis, which means all men must die. And then
Mhm.
the other one is a Westeros power charts, where episode by episode I go whether the character had made a good decision or a bad decision, or like their power goes up or down. The amount of arrows is the amount of like significance it has. Like, I haven't finished the power chart one though. I need to do that.
Hey, we all
I
got our
got to
hobbies,
like
man.
season 5, but like if you look at it, it's just so much data.
That's right. You showed me that on the we were waiting in line for Flight of Passage. Dude, it's like a Christmas tree. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's impressive. I'll give you that. It's a lot of attention to detail.
All right, I'm requesting access.
Oh shit.
Oh, you're actually looking at I didn't see you post it on the group chat. That's
Yeah.
All right, I really want to get into Game of Thrones, guys. So
you should. I feel
I
like if
want
anything,
y'all-
he's the guy. He's the one that convinced me.
All right, Cameron, I want you to convince me to watch this show. I really want to be a part of it.
All right, cool. Well,
Okay.
well, as he said that up, I'm gonna tee you up. Colin, look me in the
Okay.
eyes. Colin, look me in the eyes.
I'm looking at you.
Just do it. You got all the time in the world. You got. I got an open heart and an open. What are you eating?
Tacos.
Okay.
All
You
right.
can do that while watching Game of Thrones.
I got it. Game of
Alley-oop.
Thrones and The Song of Ice and Fire is storytelling on a scale that I've never seen. I've never seen a plot have this many moving parts and work as well as it does. I've never, like, every single area, every plot line could be its own show and carry its own thing. Like,
Easily.
but it's all connected, and it shows like the whole ecosystem of this political landscape, and it's great. And another great thing is actions have consequences. In a lot of shows, like if a character makes a bad decision, like have a bad day or something. But like in this, if you make a bad decision, if you make a wrong move, you will die.
Yeah, you could lose your entire family
Yeah.
easily.
It's like the scale and the magnitude of it is something that I've just never seen before. Like, sure, like Endgame has like a bigger, fancier fight scene, but it doesn't have as many like
personal moments with the characters.
Not just that, but like as many moving plot lines that like intersect and like angle together. Like there's a reason why the sixth book hasn't come out yet. It's because it's so complicated. Like there's this thing that George R. R. Martin keeps bringing up. He's like, there's this problem I have called the Milanese knot, where all of these characters are meeting up in Marine, and I don't know how to like handle it. But like I do think the later seasons get a little less good.
Lazy.
Not a little lazy, but like
they feel a little lazy, man.
But like mainly,
wasn't it because George R. R. Martin didn't finish the book?
Yeah, George R. R. Martin did not finish the books. He gave the showrunners like notes, like here's where it's going to go, but he didn't give them like how they get there really. But basically, I think the show goes from this really like inventive, like original show to just kind of becoming a general fantasy series towards the end. But yeah. But like the first 5-6 seasons are like the best TV I've ever seen.
They're pretty good, man. He told me many, many times when he asked me like, "Hey, what part are you at?" I tell him, I go, "Oh, okay." If something kind of like extravagant happens, just call me.
I was an asshole about it. I was like, "Where are you at?"
Yeah, he'd be like, "Don't worry about it." He'd be like, "Who's your favorite character?" Oh, okay, cool. And then walk away, and I would never see him the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like I think I know a lot about what happens with Game of Thrones, but it's only in season 8 because people are dogging on it, and I just wanted to be entertained.
I felt the exact same way going in. Like I know a lot about what happens. I know a lot because I've heard, because it's been years on air, and many people have talked about it. And I kind of was like, all right, this is gonna happen. But then when I saw it happen, it was nothing like what I thought it was gonna be. Like it's there, but it's different when you see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I said something stupid earlier. You guys understand where I was. Okay, well, let me be a little.
What did you say?
Like you
Hold
guys
on.
understand
Let's
about
check the charts. Go.
You guys understand the like my like reasoning for not watching it, right? Because of that.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
okay,
I get
cool.
that.
It's also not meant for everyone. Like it's
Yeah.
a genre. That's the thing.
Because I want
But
to
you're
be
making a good
on the
choice.
record. I do like fantasy. It's just Game of Thrones is a whole different beast just because of what I've heard about.
Yeah.
And I want to like. How about this tonight, boys? I will watch one episode. And I'll text
Don't
it to you.
promise. Don't say one. Don't promise one because you're gonna watch probably 3 tonight.
All right, I want to get into it.
Yeah.
Also there's zombies in it, right?
Kinda.
No, there's zombies.
Oh, but it's not like it's not like it's not like
No, they kind of
groggy.
are.
Kinda.
Do you get
They're
to
not. They're
see-
not
You
Okay.
get to see
like
them
when
fight
you
and
think
stuff?
of zombies. I think
Yes.
of like the
Not immediately though. Don't be going
No.
into it thinking it's going to be constant zombie fights. They don't become a problem really
No.
until like later.
like season 4,
5.
5. Yeah. Okay.
5 is when they show up in a big way.
Oh, Jason Momoa is in it, right? And Pedro Pascal.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. They're
Are
both very unique.
are they in it in the beginning? Like season one?
Jason Momoa is. Pedro Pascal is not. He comes
He's in
in.
it. Yeah. It's like
season 4.
beginning and then middle.
Summer blockbuster movies turned into Game of Thrones chat.
Yeah.
We've never stuck on one topic whenever we talk about something. So
We just
that's
keep going.
yeah, man. I think it's a good way to end the podcast. I don't have to be roll credits. Thank you again for joining, Cameron. It's another knockout summer hits.
Having fun.
Yeah,
Cameron, we
let's
love
go.
having you, and I on behalf of the
Do you know,
Tu-Vie
Cameron, we love you?
Oh, you guys love me? Do you guys love me?
We want you to be a part of this family as many episodes as possible.
I hope
Please help
no
me
one
out.
Yeah.
who's watching this feels like we're
Yeah.
bullying Colin. When he's like, this man's boring as Saul, and he's just making fun of him. There's a difference. Colin and I've known
I
each
feel
other
like
for
people-
years.
I feel like the opposite. The people that watch are like think Colin's probably the most annoying part of Tu-Vie.
No, Colin. No.
Definitely.
No.
No. Yeah. But it's always great to have you here, Cameron, and you're a really great guest.
Great. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you guys next time.
Have a great day, guys.
Bye. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications for when we post because you guys don't want to miss out. Also, be sure to comment your top 5 summer movies of this summer. It's going to be absolute hit after hit. We're very looking forward to this. Also, if you guys haven't checked out, check out our TikTok, Instagram, and Letterboxd, all found in the description below. We post various stuff. We have a weekly game called the Random Movie Quote Quiz and Marvel Trivia Quiz, which you guys can participate every single week. So be sure to follow on all our accounts. See you guys next time.